Half the wrongs of human life exist because of the inertia of people who simply will not use their energies in fighting for what they believe in. As we enter into Holy Week, the last week of Lent, and the final week in the life of Jesus, the Black Messiah, we lift up the passion he had for his mission to liberate his powerless people from their Roman oppressors and his willingness to confront the status quo. While the traditional Black church is opposed to conflict, the conditions of Black people will not be changed until we too are willing to confront and accept the inescapability of conflict. Contrary to popular Christian misunderstanding, conflict is not opposed to the will of God. Our beloved founder, Reverend Albert B. Clegg Jr., known to some as Jaramogi Abebe Ajima, says in his book, Black Christian Nationalism, the whole life of Jesus was a life of conflict. If we reject conflict, then we must find a Messiah who did not deal in conflict. Jesus was in constant opposition to the established power structure of his day. The entire course of his ministry was determined by his flights to avoid assassination. Jesus was a threat to the power establishment. He sought to lead the African nation Israel in opposition to that established system of power. The establishment intended to stop him by any means necessary, and finally, he was lynched. Brothers and sisters, any liberation struggle must involve conflict and confrontation. There's no such thing as a peaceful, calm, quiet liberation struggle, end quote. And so as we enter into Holy Week, for us here in the Pan-African Orthodox Christian Church, Holy Week reminds us of the courageousness and the passionate energy that Jesus demonstrated as he stirred up the people and exposed the evil and the corruption of the power system of his day and time. Holy Week also reminds each one of us that we too must be willing to take a stand for justice, equality, for self-determination and freedom. And so during this confrontation week, this Holy Week, this week of passion, let us harness the example of our standard bearer and revolutionary, the Black Messiah Jesus, by acting out of our faith in both word and deed. So brothers and sisters, let us walk by faith this week for the sake of our brothers and sisters everywhere. And remember to always keep your head to the sky.
Show me who am I?